morning, viewers. Welcome again on the program. This is City Standard and Michael Adekunle. We appreciate you for joining us this morning. We appreciate your love, support, and kindness on the platform. Thank you so much, all the viewers. All right, another day at the stand. Another day at the stand. 28th of December 2024. Just a few days to the new year. We have just a few days to the new year. Wow. We shall all be celebrating 2025 together. Yeah, we shall all be celebrating the beginning of 2025 together. All right, to the top stories on the front pages of Nigerian dailies. The nation is by saying something very important regarding the accusation uh, made by the Nigerian president Abdurrahmani against Nigeria, that Nigeria is harboring a Lakurawa terror group, using it to destabilize their country. And the citizens of Niger are reacting to this, saying that there's no credibility in the information passed by their president, Abdurrahmani Chani. We shall be discussing this this morning. Also, this day newspaper on its front page, we have the National Security Advisor, in person of Malan Ribadu, responding to this development, saying that Nigeria doesn't have that kind of spirit to do such. He also said no foreign military base in Nigeria, that Nigeria even refused the England military base or UK military base, let alone accepting France. Also on the news, also on the papers this morning, Sokoto bombing, their reactions to DHQ take on it, their reactions over the attack or the accidental bombing in Sokoto. Now, on the front page of the Saturday Punch newspaper, villagers kick as DHQ declares victims killed by terrorist explosives. In other words, they are equally telling us that it wasn't the explosives of terrorists that killed about 10 villagers in Sokoto. All right, all this together we'll be discussing, and we shouldn't. Let me also tell you that the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, has said that he has no regrets for supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's on the front page of today's dailies as well. Let's see why Wike said this. Okay, quickly to what we have on the front page of the Saturday Punch. Diverse stories on the front page of Saturday Punch newspaper. And quickly to Mr. Daniel in France, who extended a gesture, extended love to some of our reviewers on the platform yesterday. He called me, did a video call, and it was so glad to see some of the reviewers. We are also we are glad to see you, Mr. Daniel. Thank you so much for that good gesture. Also to Mrs. Esther, who extended love to Mr. Lucky yesterday while running the program. You saw the way Mr. Lucky was doing yesterday. He was just reacting. It was a surprise package, a surprise gift for Mr. Lucky yesterday. Thank you so much, all the viewers. We appreciate every one of you, each and every one of you, watching this program and extending love to the reviewers. All right, Saturday Punch newspaper. Today does not look like Saturday. You understand? Today does not look like Saturday, but the atmosphere is kind of friendly this morning, and we hope we don't have, as usual, intensity of sun. All right, Sokoto bombing on the front page of the Saturday Punch newspaper. The Saturday Punch newspaper, villagers kick as DHQ declares victims killed by terrorist explosives. How we lost friends, family members, says survivors, and to another one. Northern others knocked Tinubu for insisting on tax bills. This is an issue that has been going on for some months now. I hope they don't extend it to 2025. But the president is still insisting that it's a no for him. No going back. No going back. He will implement the tax reform bill. All right, Sharia law will cause anarchy in Southwest. Traditional leaders warn. Sharia law will cause anarchy in Southwest. Traditional leaders warn. Down the paper. Heartbreaking tales of Nigerians fleeced by growing epidemic of charity scams. Oni's ex-queen on hunger strike in Agodi prison says mother. Oni's ex-wife on in on hunger strike in Agodi prison says mother. Of course, don't forget that the ex-wife of Oni, that's Queen Naomi, was arrested over the stampede that led to the loss of lives in Ibadan. She's currently in detention, and we hope to see more reports unfolding as regards that sad story in Ibadan. So another one, Ribadu, no foreign military base in Nigeria. We even refuse U.S. requests. No foreign military base in Nigeria. We even refused U.S. requests. That's the National Security Advisor reeling out informations on the controversial statement made by the Nigerian President Abdurrahmani Shani. Is it Shani or Shani? All right, Nigeria, China renew 3.28 trillion naira currency swap agreement to boost bilateral trade. Moving on to another one here. DHQ, secondary explosion responsible for death of 10 civilians in Sokoto North military airstrikes. Which one do we believe? Which one do we believe? And the villagers are saying no to what DHQ is dishing out to us. Good morning to you, T. Thank you so much for joining us. Gladys Ayaba, I can see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm still going to read out the comments. Niger's president under fire at home over attack on Nigeria. Niger's president under fire at home over attack on Nigeria. Christmas tragedy. Gunmen kill Catholic priests in Anambra. Gunmen kill Catholic priest in Anambra. Sokoto airstrike. Federal government will investigate causes, ensure justice, says Mata Wale. DHQ blames secondary explosion for death of villagers. Now to the last story on the front page of the Nation newspaper. I mean the Saturday Nation newspaper. China, Nigeria renew currency swap agreement. You can see this on page 4 of the Saturday Nation newspaper. We have our respondents here at the stand. Gentleman Mike is here. Suma is here. Mr. Femi is also here. We'll be dissecting issues together this morning. Please make sure you join the program in the comment section. Share your opinions by commenting there. I am here. Very, very ready to read your comments. On City Stand, both the reviewers and viewers are reviewers. You're all reviewing together. You're all dishing out information together. All right. The comment section. Let's quickly see what our viewers are saying in the comment section. We are still in the spirit of Christmas celebration. Yeah, until 31st or 1st. I am sure every one of us will be witnessing year 2025 together by God's grace. Inshallah. Wow. Are you? Wow. All right, in the comment section, Gladys is here. Good morning to everyone at the stand. I'm saying good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Gladys. Adijo Elonge is here. Good morning, City Stand, and all my able analysts. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you as well. All right, so Jacob Adedeji, good morning to you. I sent me a private message saying good morning. I say good morning to you. King Gary also sent me a private message saying good morning. King Joba, I saw your message. Good morning to you. Everyone watching us right now. Wow, Johnny Wise, Ezenwa, is it Ezenwata? Johnny Wise is in what greetings to you as well. All right, we have viewers greeting us this morning on the program, and you're ready to dissect issues with us uh, once again. Suma is here. How you doing?
Fine, good morning.
I hope you have a nice time with us today. You are just digging it out with is it the Kokondem or who are you? Mr. Olajide yesterday.
Lucky.
Mr. Lucky,
Yeah.
telling them that they should allow you have your own space.
Yeah.
All
So,
right, you have the whole of today to say whatever you want to say. We will leave here at 4 o'clock in the evening. Why are you coughing? No, just. All right, their reactions to the statement made by Abdurrahmani, the president of Niger. What did he say yesterday? He said Nigeria is harboring the Lakurawa terror group, having the intention to use the terror group to destabilize their own country. And the citizens of Nigeria are saying that no, that statement is not credible enough. That's wrong information the president is passing, and it's a wrong signal to the entire West African nation. So, how do you feel?
it's of two ways or even three ways. For us to go by that news, that means will be expecting or going through the news platform of Niger.
Mm.
So if any platform in their country come out straight with those headlines and those news that know what the head of state or what did they call him there is saying, I've said about the Lakurawa group is true, then we believe. And if I to throw the question to you, you also know that the media, Nigerian media per se, we used to like recheck and recheck some things before we go by it. And don't forget that every president of the day always have this, control over the media of the country. So it's another way of letting us believe that no. So how am I to believe when the other time the documents was leaked by one of the university journalists about the president planning an attack on Niger before the whole thing escalated? They're not like, if not for the document, we wouldn't have known. So it's so disturbing that the government of the day, even the one that have been, will be planning some things that will affect the citizen, and we will not know anything. Let's assume they strike that country, and they started retaliating, but we will not know. They will flee out of the country. We'll be the one suffering, and the innocent soldier that did not know when their oga are planning to do join the chat. They'll be the one sending to the war front that they will go and lose their life there. You understand? So that thing is not for us to say. And for every country that any military personnel really take over, there's always a cause for it. That is if there is, what is it called? You know, insecurity in the country, embezzlement, and modern slave trade to the colonial master again and again in the 21st century. Then you will see the vibrant and the personnel that have the country into their heart take over the government and tell them that put things in place for them. Will you disagree with me by the statement that what Nigeria are harboring Boko Haram or they are harboring Lakurawa and the likes of them? Are they telling me that what that is a head of state of Niger State that did not want to take insurgency for any reason, that was because this thing is a pest. Once they did not undo it very immediately, they will cause a lot of things, and they know that they don't have the fund and they are not ready to to play around with their citizens using that as another fund of making money. It happens everywhere in Israel, in Pakistan. You see some kind of people you be seeing in the Gaza war. Look at what is happening in Gaza and the likes of the Israel and those countries that said they don't know anything about it after the letter of the cartridge of the weapons and all this that they were using. We see the country that is being brought from, and those countries will come on media and say we don't know anything, and we sympathize. You are the one supplying them weapons to keep killing themselves because of what they have that you want. So over the years, Boko Haram, this, that, till date, over many years. The child that was giving birth that year that Boko Haram started occurring in Nigeria is now in writing WAEC, and you are unable to fix it. Is that not a failure? Are you telling me that those terrorist groups, they are just coming into the country? Look at Donald Trump. Look at the amount he budgeted for fencing his border. Brother, the money is too much. He knows what he's doing. Because when the insecurity start coming, you will not say that the amount billion budgeted for dollars for this to have a bigger fence across the country is small. Then why till this very moment, if not that what Nigerians government, even before President Tinubu, are harboring terrorists? Show me the picture of our border. See it. Is it a border? Be a toll gate pass? So Nigerians will stop. It's not about being not liking the party that is there, who is representing. Now it's about the welfare of everybody. Now within us, we are all together. Now we need to work together to make the country better. This is not a time to play politics here.
I'm sure something must have prompted the National Security Advisor, Malam Ribadu, to quickly clarify, the relationship between Nigeria and France. And
How visible
looking at his claims that uh, Nigeria, does not have such intention. Now, what evidence does Nuru Ribadu have to back his claims of this allegation that Nigeria
yeah.
is harboring
Even
this terror group?
you agree with me that even without evidence, of which I know that those people we can look them at, oh, they are small countries, they have intelligence, they are working. If you've not gotten to a place, you feel maybe because they are not that rich, or the population, you like they are not doing fine. But I'm very sure that a government that's taken over by military, it should know that they will not joke with intelligence. That's why they will spend money for, because they will not want another coup against them, or then taking them out of power. So they will be very, very active, proactive about getting information about what might cause it, because they don't want to fail. Because at the end, people will be like, since you take over, what has been, so they will want to make sure that what they satisfy the people and know that things are going on fine for their people. So now Nigerian, even without the evidence, as I said, what does it take? How does Lakurawa, where did they emerge from? That is one. Because if it was in North Korea also, those the military areas, I know they will have collected now by the young the young, because that's why, because the Europe and the is a political this thing now. That the lives of the citizens here are not being, we are not convinced to know that they are taking that of the citizen so serious. You are like, oh, that's that, like, oh, now we go. This year we over. Next year, like, oh, next 2 years, next 3 years, next 4 years. So who are they deceiving?
All right, moving down to
You
the
understand?
comments. Let's quickly see what is happening in the comment section. Slesong, Niger president is right on this matter, and Nigeria ruling class cannot deceive us. Now we have T saying that this guy there is very intelligent. Yeah, you very intelligent.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
It speaks volume. Now, what do you think would be the implication of this?
Another way of bringing money, as I've said, if you are into, if you are type that like security as a military and kind of intelligence, or that what every insurgency in any state is a free room to bring money, just like those that are wise and are bad that we call billionaires nowadays, through charity, taking money from WHO, what's it called, United Nations, that, oh, these are Africans, they are hungry, you want to build this thing, you have a registered charity, this thing, NGOs, they give them pumping money for them to satisfy the people, and whereas personal gain also. So when the insecurity, we have new group like Lakurawa, another, after this be expecting another one.
You should be expecting
You will be expecting another one. There will be another sub again. Now when you have Boko Haram,
people don't really talk about bandits.
oh, because now that one, that there's always a time to rain.
I don't know if you
There's always a time to rain. After many years, you're taking money. I think we are okay. Our pocket is so yeah. Let's give another name. You have S-men. You have Fulani S-men. You have this and that. And you now because now is after the years. Those are you are giving you money. Have you not seen conquered it? We've conquered it. And that one have come up again. We say it's from the neighboring country. They pass through this thing. Is that not a momoto, as the fella used to say? As the military personnel, military officers, and the commander, where are they supposed to be? Are they supposed to be gallivanting, showing camo this thing in the street of Lagos, abusing the citizen for wearing little camo? Wearing camo in the northern part, you might, it completes when it is wrong actually, because they will not be able to identify either you or the terrorists. But when you come in a place like Lagos, Ibadan, and some other city places, they Boko Haram here. It's another way of appreciating your military. Go to other countries. Just little, you can be a touch of this thing. We are proud of you. We see what they are doing. Yeah, enter gutter, do this and do that. And if most of those who are always doing that are those that enter the military with either no certificate or they just give, they don't understand the system. So now you are supposed to be, you're not supposed, I walk by some area, I'm seeing Nigerian personnel, military personnel, guiding a factory, guiding this. If I won't mention it, if we go to around us, all those around us, going to what was it called side, you will see soldiers on the street. You see soldiers blocking, in banks. You see soldiers in some rich men house. Is that their jurisdiction? Is that where they're supposed to be? When we have what? Insurgency around, you see them at block points, is police, and this is not enough to do that. You don't just go out when you did not hear a signal, an information that maybe something's happening, but have made it a normal daily activities. When police stop me, I will say that, why do you want to check my bag? What happened here? Because maybe I didn't hear that there's a robbery around the area or so. But you are just extorting people money from people doing all these things. That is where they're supposed to be. What were you looking before we have this in Lakurawa? Before they even start planning it, are you not supposed to have known? Upon all the billion you are taking from us, budget you have been given. So where are those money going to? Where is it? Remember the last time during Buhari when we have the US private military, this thing came to Nigeria to help us solve issue of Boko Haram. An interview with what was it? Is it non BBC? When the head of the private securities, he said that what they were being asked to leave the country, that the government did not want them because they don't want them to leak. Yeah, they don't want them to leak the secret behind it. So in that time, Nigeria should have known that what this thing is a business store. It is business. Now, Lakurawa now they will say, the insecurity in Nigeria and Sahara is increasing. I think we go to UN, we need money, for to tackle insecurity. As you are in UN, ECOWAS and the likes of let's support our brothers. How many billion, pumping billion enter? You used to hear about it.
All right,
The accounts and everything.
still
You hear
talking about
it.
insecurity. We don't know who to believe. Among these victims, Sokoto bombing, villagers kick as DHQ declares victims killed by terrorist explosives. Now, who are we to believe? Is it the military, the federal government,
Don't be,
or the villagers?
that one is F now. You don't know anything for now until the military convince us that what they are what to believe. That's when we are going to believe them. Before the incident happened, where were they? How come they did not know? That means the presence of the military is not at that region, that area. You will wonder why, in Pakistan, the last, you wonder, how do we have people in Nigeria, like, why are they in a member of ISIS, member of jihad group? You wonder, most of those people are being recruited from all those villages that they don't even have electricity, no, they don't even have phone, internet to know what's going on. And those people are treating them right, and they make them believe, oh, this is how it is. So because those people that you left there in the village that are not getting any support from the government, and some certain group of person are giving them what they want, how will they be looking at the government over many years? Oh, government are bad, this is true. This is we are going to fight for the freedom. So the mindset, I don't, yeah, freedom, our freedom, they never need that. What they are even being against the constitution and the other people. They are what the cause of which they call them is not the right cause, because there is no TV, there is no electricity, there's even the governors are failed then. And those I did not, you wonder that they have the large number of local governments. All the money being pumped there, where are the money going to? And why have they refused to develop the northern part? Like other states, you see their governors and their house rep members saying in Abuja, you are governing, you are in charge of one local or two local government. Where are you supposed to have your residence? You are living in Abuja. How do you want to hear the cry of the people? How do they want to access you? They will only come when you will see even some Lagos here. You will see some even councillors here. You are a councillor. You are not based in Nigeria. You are outside the country, and you are a councillor in Nigeria. You will see some shaman. You are 2 years away from your state doing other things because it's about, and people will not say anything. So that is why these people are following them. Did they have police stationed there? Is there present? Is there schools? Are there industries? When an area is busy and there's infrastructure there one way or the other, there won't be hideout. Why there's no hideout for insurgency in Lagos, like per se, is because every area is not even enough for us. Even there's the ventilation in houses that we are staying. So that's why there's no hideout. Not that there's Lagos is special or the security in Lagos State is special. So why wouldn't there be room for what's it called, insurgency and this hideout for them?
All right.
And don't forget that the people there knows them better.
Mm.
But have you done what more than enough for them to what to expose the insurgencies there? Because those people are their god. They relate very well. They wine and dine there. But you just come grrr, bah. What happened? You drove away again. Is that security? What are you collecting money for? Why you can't have bases in all those insurgencies? In all those places? Okay, they are in the Kano, for instance, all those villages. Why are they not military based there? Temporary one, you station there. That is your area of duty, and then you be shuffling. They'll be afraid. At this place, so we can't be here. And every corner which we have, those that we have info of those group that they are staying, that they are hideout, and you have military checkpoints and so there. That's where you sleep. That's where you have everything. That is your new barracks. How will they live? Imagine say Boko Haram go and attack a barrack. What were you looking? So there is nobody at the top of this thing seeing ahead before they, shit,
I can understand what
but
how you are feeling.
we are there.
All right, away from that, let's quickly talk about politics before I move to
Okay.
Mr. Femi. The FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, said he has no regret supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He also added that he was threatened during the campaign for supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yeah,
Where is the proof of the threat? You as a person, you see, you have a home. You call yourself G5 abi governor under PDP. You are the one spearheading it as I think the leader of the group, of which you have different parties. And it's unfortunate that over many years, decades now, we can only say we have two parties, the APC and PDP, that are at the top. Now, when it comes to, it's just a betrayal, because before now, it has not been that you can work inter-party, even though you have another party there. It has been that once PDP is there, they are the one. Once APC is there, they are the one. And when there's a new development, why will you betray your brother? If that is how much you are that intelligent, you would have known that what Atiku has no place for Tinubu during presidential election. If Wike is as brilliant and intelligent as he claimed to be, he will have known that the Nigerian people are tired of President Muhammadu Buhari. Is an old man, he's not in vogue, and now bring another elderly person, to become president. That who can we be? Let's come up with what younger person that is vibrant, that will have they don't have the good of the people in mind. You see someone like Sowore, very active. If you don't have any encounter, based on what we are seeing, no one is righteous. You might feel that he has so this thing. The president is the president, and those who have been, they not have. You understand? No, you might, but there's always time for people to say, "Oh, I've left for my mistake. I think I'm not getting. Let me just do what is right." Someone that is vibrant, like Macron, France president. Oh, how old is he? And other presidents that we have around. Now, what are we going to do? Let's bring Sowore. Okay, let's bring someone like Shehu Kuti. The people that is doing not too much, and some reputable, youth that people have been reckoning with, that they feel that they will make this country better. Imagine you Shehu Kuti as the EFCC boss. You know what will happen? And it can never happen. Imagine you Sowore as the what was it called? Now, what happened to what was it called? Lamido, that is the former
CBN governor.
Governor. What happened to bringing what is their name? Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala back.
Okay.
You have been doing this thing here. Come to your own. Come, let's see what you can do here. That is when you are having the people, the interest of the people at heart. Now
right.
you started demolishing in Abuja. They feel that what any development infrastructure in the country is by constructing road. And let's congratulate the president, the Calabar Lagos Coastal Highway. I say they
Okay.
started the phase 2 and the likes of them.
Alright.
So it's not be as if
Because
we
of
are
our
always
time?
criticizing.
Because of our time,
Eh.
Suma, we just need to allow other people to speak.
problem.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant one from Suma. You're welcome on board, Mr. Femi. How you doing?
Come on, Mr. Mike.
All right. We all know that the decision of Wike's decision to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2023 presidential election affected his relationship with the People's Democratic Party. There's no doubt about that. Now, the question I want to ask now is what motivated Wike to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2023 presidential election? Because he's saying it now that he has no regrets supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
As a political watcher, and based on my little understanding, let me tell you, whatever they call politics, it's a tricks they call politics. It's no politics is no or matter of omoluabi. If you are doing politics of omoluabi, you may not get what you want. People that understand power, they don't do omoluabi with power tussle. If you are doing omoluabi with, it's like me and you are dragging knife. You now want to do omoluabi, you went ahead to go and grab the blade side of it. You know that you will be injured. And what transpires in between, all of us, you can see it. All of them gather. Every governor in the south say power must come back to south. That one has been decided. Now, Wike wanted to become president, but after he realized that he couldn't become president, he said, okay, maybe I will become vice president. Then immediately he saw that there was betrayal. What if you call Wike betrayal? Then how will you call Tambuwa? Tambuwa that make a 360-degree turn during the primary election. 360-degree turning. He was supporting Wike, but why they are doing primary election? There was
Last minute.
Fam, he supported. So when you are accusing Wike of being a betrayer, how will you call Tambuwa? Let me tell you, they are doing. I don't want to be involved in discussing politics matter because somebody that is in a river is the one that know how deep it is. They were the one in that place. Somebody that wears shoe know where is pinching him. So describing Wike a betrayer, honestly speaking, you are entitled to your opinion. But when we now say a president must come from south, now Wike now have choice. After he has been betrayed by Tambuwa and Atiku refused to pick him as vice president, he now has two choices, Obi and Tinubu. It's for the work of Wike to look at, okay, among these two, who has potential, who can I support? Then he chooses Tinubu, to the best of his own knowledge. And if you look at Wike and Tinubu, you will look at their body language.
Did you see Tinubu as a potential candidate at that time?
Let me tell you, I saw him as a potential candidate that can win. Yes.
And did Wike himself see Tinubu as a potential candidate?
Wike is a politician. He knows who can win. He knows the potential of Tinubu. Let me tell you, I've been saying it that the only challenge Tinubu will have is winning APC primaries. If he can win APC primary, then he's the next president, and that's what happened. Don't you see all the hurdles? For somebody, see, people that know, that are political watchers, they know all these things. That Tinubu will give whatever you want, he will give you. He will give you, he makes sure that the alliance, do you know how he will win again? He will make sure that the alliance between Atiku and Obi and all of them does not stand. He will look for every means to break that wall. That is a wall of defense. It's like a wall now. Don't you know? Somebody make a defense wall. Then for you, how to break that wall. That is the only thing now for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do. He will make sure that if to say Jonathan is a vibrant politician, he wouldn't have let the alliance of APC to work. He wouldn't have watching them. What can they do? And Ruben Abati or one silly guy say the alliance cannot stand. If he stand more than 1 year, call me bastard, and he has remained bastard up to this moment. If to say he's somebody like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or Obasanjo is there, he will not let that alliance work. He will be whispering, "Don't trust Tinubu. You want to trust that guy? They are wasting your time. Come. There's biscuits, there's cookies." Then they will lure them, and their alliance will not be able to stand. But if Tinubu allow the alliance of Atiku, Kwankwaso and Obi to stand, he has a very dangerous battle to fight. So the best thing for what made Tinubu win is the cause that Obi left PDP and joined Labour Party, and their defense wall has been broken. That's just it, nothing.
Nigeria does not have bad intention towards you. That's what the National Security Advisor, Madam Ribadu, is telling the Nigerian
Niger
president, Abdurrahmani. And he has also said that Nigeria will maintain diplomatic relationship with US, UK, France, and Russia.
Well,
Can this die down the tension that is...
Mr. Mike, let me tell you, both sides supposed to tread softly.
Okay.
Yoruba will say, "Otokeru osa, otekotolowo ewa." It's right for a slave to run away, and it's very right for the owner to look for it. Niger Republic, they have reason to be worried, in all honesty. Because when I see somebody as my enemy, then another person went ahead to romance that my passive enemy, I will be afraid, in all honesty. But Nigeria too, as well, we have our own sovereignty, and we are liberated. We can choose who we want to make alliance with. So my advice for Niger Republic is that they should just, apart from cry out, they should go and look for the way to checkmate whatever any move Nigeria want to. Let me tell you, people they don't understand. They don't understand how this world working. Sometimes that we are neighboring country, we are treating ourselves as a brother, does not mean that we cannot war. You sometimes you fight with your sibling, you look at yourself in the face. So they will be the one to go and look for how to defend their side. If Nigeria is making a move, we have right to make a move. Mr. Mike, I have my right to make a move against my perceived enemy or somebody that okay. How if you are a sitting president, elected one, and something like that happen in Niger Republic, you will clap for them. That President Tinubu will just clap for Niger Republic. Thank you for that thing. That would be a stupid thing. People that know how to handle power, they will not be happy that a military take over in France, in Niger Republic, and they exit from ECOWAS. Also, so there will be a kickback. That is the truth of the matter. So what is happening is as a result of kickback, reaction and counter reaction, and that's how it will continue to be. But my advice for both sides is just that they should tread softly so that they will not turn this area into another Zelensky place. What's the name of Ukraine and Russia? Because if Nigeria make a dangerous move and those people retaliate, then these people, they will have advantage to come and destroy all of us. That's the truth of the matter. If the Sahel nation come together and see that Nigeria is making the dangerous, they respond. France will not be looking. Britain will not be looking. Then we have Russia that will back them. Then what have we turned Africa to?
Not going back on tax reform bills, says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes.
Despite the kick by Northerners.
Northerners, honestly speaking, not going back, and I support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this. And many things, there are so many things they will be crying for in the north. Do you know that on Twitter, I saw one of their Maid Yusuf or whatever criticizing decentralizing of aviation school in Zaria. They will continuously to be crying because honestly speaking, they will be regretting supporting Tinubu. Like this Tinubu come with different something because since he has come, he was putting axe to one of the things you can call central thing. Where the first start issue is when Tinubu, removed some department of central bank from Abuja to Lagos. And before it was in Lagos, before they moved it to Abuja. So they will continuously have issue with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because the man is loaded with something that they will perceive as anti-north.
All right, to the comment section before you go, sooner or later, Femi, you will come back here to cry because of France's presence in Nigeria. Go and ask the francophone countries about France.
Who said the military? Let me tell you that word cry. I don't like it because I will not cry because of what will happen if you have France here. If they station France here, we don't state it in Lagos. It's them that they creating problem there. If anybody is talking about cry, it's not that we cry because they are the one that invite the insecurity. Yes, Who invite insecurity if you want to be sincere with yourself? So if you invite insecurity, if you can host Lakurawa, if you can host Boko Haram, if you can host Iswap, and if you can host bandits and come out to defend them, presence of France should not afraid. You should not be afraid of presence. That is the point. That's the point. That's the point.
Before you
That's the
go out,
point.
sorry,
That's
please.
the point.
I want to make a notion. Like he said something. It is not the northern citizens that are hosting them. Did they not have governors? Did they not have senators and the rep members and the emirs they have there? So nothing. These are the religious leaders. Those are the one they do with how will I put it? Opinion leaders. A lot of opinion leaders in the northern part, and of which they tend to be loyal and believe they unlike the certain part that everybody's educated. One man can just come and say, just like when what was his name? Came to say Yoruba nation. Imagine about that, like that kind of thing. If it happens in the north that we want to Arewa also, everybody will know. The presence of any country, either France, the UK, or the
US,
is a calamity on the country. I will take you to what is happening in Pakistan. The presence of China in Pakistan. So now, the Pakistan people invite Pakistan people invite China to come and have a plant, nuclear this thing, electricity in nuclear plants in their country. Now they built it everything, and now they have 24-hour supply of light, but it's very costly. They cannot afford to pay for it because what? Now it's more or less like what the Chinese people are the one in charge of what the power supply of the country because they are owing a lot of money, and that's the same mistake that every African country they are making now. You are always squeezed because you don't want to spend. You are harboring our money, storing it under one underground. You will go there say making a what's it called relationship with other country. You will call them come and do this with any couple. The new coastal highway. Now, I know they will told the place if you get there, once it's open to Calabar, Lagos, Calabar. Same way as we have Lekki Toge that it's no more. Now they will told that place now. We never knew the amount we are going to. If we the citizens are passing, they will pay money. If the president, the governors are passing, they will not pay toll gate. So, friends of any country, any in Nigeria is a disaster.
All right,
it will not work.
All right, Mr. Tete. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, please.
You're welcome.
Yes, my pleasure. Right. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yes, thank you.
There is no foreign military base in Nigeria. That's what Malam No Ribadu is saying. No foreign military base in Nigeria. We even refused US requests, but some Nigerians are still saying that there is France military presence here in Nigeria. Which one do you believe, sir?
I see.
Don't you think that there is an act of truth in what people are saying?
You see, like Ribadu said that they refused US. The time of Jonathan, there's a time Jonathan either that he said that he's going to invite US or one foreign country to assist in security, those experts, or that he invited. And then some other president, either Buhari, have said something like that. And so many security experts have said that being that our security operatives have not been at home with modern scientific equipment now, that we should engage foreign people to assist us. So the issue of France being presence around the north, I don't think I am fully competent to believe any one of them. That's why I don't like to make hasty statement in certain things that are premature, that have not been fully right. Okay, because if the president is inviting France as a country for one reason or the other, it behooves on them to put it on him. It behooves on him rather, and it's incumbent on him to put it before the National Assembly. Because for foreign somebody, either security or as a nation, what kind of bilateral agreement are they having that the National Assembly should not know and debate? Okay, before this, we cannot just continue to give ourselves hypertension because of the whipping of Niger and something like that. In as much as we cannot do that, we still have to tread carefully and cautiously to find out from our president, is it true that these people, what Niger say is right? We have to find out before those of us who are a little bit far from the president start to comment.
You have to comment on something that they are competent on. Do you understand? It might be too premature for us to start, disseminating all these things here and there now. Okay? Now, for instance, I listened at Ribadu last night with the channel. Yes, he is authority in security, national security advisor. Okay, he was saying emphatically that there's no official invitation of France and something of that nature. If there's official invitation, National Assembly should know it. Though he didn't mention that. Okay, bureaucratically, they should know it. So, what these people are doing, Niger, to me, is somebody that is dealing with a big man. All right. So when the big man passed, he said, "The man is eyeing me." Oh, he started shouting because our people say, "What goat sees and eat food and pass? When fowl see, fowl will be shouting, wah 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 wah." So, in as much as we cannot say that this thing is an empty, threat. Yes, let us be very careful to know for our president. And now the spokesperson of the presidency in terms of security, Ribadu, has told us something. And we have to believe him. For now, tentatively, we have to believe him. Because these are our very eyes there. Do you understand? While we believe him tentatively, we have to watch. We cannot blindfold ourselves and watch and see what he said last night. I watch him keenly. Okay? Yes. Whether it's true or not. Okay? Why that is going on, it behooves on the presidency and those around the presidency information people to go and talk to Niger, our brothers, in a very amicable manner, not hostile manner, to educate them, for them to know what is happening, if anything is happening there. We cannot just ignore them like that.
How do you think the president should address this issue himself? The president himself.
Yes, the president himself. That's what I'm telling you.
Advice
yes,
you give to the president.
If the president send delegates,
because this is a security matter.
Yes, if the president send security delegate or himself go or invite the young man, we are senior brothers.
Can we expect a speech from the president?
Yes, the president should make a categorical statement. Don't allow the grapevine to overwhelm an official statement. Let him make official statement timely, so that this thing will be, come to say. Do you understand? Whereby he fell and keep it loose, the suspicion will go the more and right. So let him not behave as if what the Niger is doing is right or say is right.
Don't you foresee, or don't you see a conspiracy among the countries that pulled out of ECOWAS against Nigeria?
There will be, because they are planning. The Sahel nation, they are planning to have their own block. Okay, and even Nigeria themselves, ECOWAS should be very careful, because that in block they want to have there, they have their senior brothers, European people, who are beating the tune for them, playing the script for them. Do you understand? So Nigeria and ECOWAS as a block should be very careful. I said it 2 or 3 weeks ago that the earlier we play the fool and see if we can win these people, the better. I said it here. Winning them, there's a way we can play the fool and win them, because them leaving us, all of them, about 4 of them, it's a blow. It's a serious blow.
I have no regrets supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, some Wike, FCT minister, reeling out information on this.
Yes, he won't have in politics. I've played politics for years. I was Honorable Tete, was the Secretary General of Southeast PDP in the West here. Honorable Tete, I was the first Secretary General. Okay, I played politics. We cannot have any regret, because in politics there are 2 things we need to say. One, lawyers used to say there's no sanity in politics. Okay, there's no sanity in politics. Okay, anything can go in politics. 2, there's no general interest or what have his personal interest you have in politics. Wike will not have any regret, because he's having his own personal interest. And like Femi was saying it, he something gave rise to Wike supporting Tinubu. He didn't support Tinubu naturally. If he had been considered by PDP, he wouldn't have supported this guy, our president. If he had been given a very good accommodation, because he was gunning for 2 things. Yes, one, that is the turn of the South, which is true. It's our turn. Okay. Now, when that fell, the big man, bankrolled the whole thing. Now he bidded for second fiddle. Okay, second fiddle. That is vice president.
Vice, which was
Yes,
shifted to
yes,
Okowa.
to
Fine.
yeah, that's all right. If PDP had been intelligent enough, they should have considered Wike. But the only problem is that Wike doesn't have character for somebody to use him. Wike don't have character. His character, you can't manage his character. So it will be difficult for somebody to consider him to be this. That's what I look at. Because both Okowa and Wike, they are from South South. The character of Wike is not manageable. It's highly categorical. Look at the people who help him. The line of people who help him, I saw this thing. Where are they today? What is the relationship with right from ordinary till now? So these are some of the histrionics, political histrionics that people are considering before they can give him a post. But then notwithstanding, now if Wike had character, he shouldn't have said what I cannot get, let me destroy it. No, he should have, subpedal and go on the ground and say, let our corporate entity PDP get it. Perhaps by tomorrow I may be considered. But he used it to destroy PDP.
What was his move to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? A strategic move to expand or to move on his political career.
It's not strategic. He has destroyed his political career. To my own mind, that's my own personal view, because Wike is somebody that people have looked at that they cannot trust.
He said he has destroyed his political career.
Yes.
The future president of the nation.
Yes, there's no way Jagaban will give Wike vice or anything, because they've known the kind of person he is. In politics, we don't use strong people. Let me tell you this. In politics, anybody that is too strong, intellectual, and this we don't use. We don't use him. Yes. Yes. Jagaban, nobody made Jagaban. Nobody made Jagaban. If you allow those who used to make people godfathers, they may not bring Jagaban. Jagaban made himself. Go and ask any political experience somebody. We don't use a very strong somebody, either as our deputy or to go ahead. They will betray you. That's why God for that reason today is having problem everywhere.
But as he advanced his political career by supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
I doubt it. I say I doubt it.
He is the FCT minister.
I doubt
Is
it.
that not an advancement?
It's not only
Is that a progress?
no, it's not only a segmental part of the society that can make somebody political. Do you understand? If the APC people are happy with him now, what is the percentage of APC people? And what is the mind of people towards APC now, since 8 years and plus now? So for you to tell me that his political career is advancing it, he's doing this thing, I cannot believe it. I doubt it. Even though I cannot make a categorical statement that I am telling you that I doubt it.
No matter what you guys do,
Yes.
I insist.
Yes.
I will implement the tax reform bills. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this, and the Northerners are still kicking.
Yes.
What do you have to say, sir?
I am
Should
not
you take
yes.
the stance?
Yes, I'm not with the Northerners, insisting not. Neither am I with the presidency, with this statement. I am with the poor masses of Nigeria, saying that the introduction of this tax reform now is not timely, because this additional burden, even though they're saying that a certain category of people will benefit from it. If I were the president, I would drop it for now, behave like Obasanjo. Let us have life first, because we're not living, we're just managing. Let us have life first before you can introduce this. And like I said 2 weeks ago, there's other aspect of our economy that we can generate revenue. Agric, the highest something, farming, which the US used to live on. Nigeria have been blessed or spoiled, not blessed. God has spoiled Nigeria with all manner of resources, spoiled, natural, human, material, and not rest. Why then are we anxious of extorting tax now? Look at POS people. To tell you that Hausa people may be right in a way in stopping this. Look at POS people now. When you send 10,000 before, they can take 100 naira from you. But now they've been taxed. This is a brainchild of what we are going to witness. So let us be very careful. And that's why I say, in as much I'm not supporting the I'm not even supporting the president for the tax something. Let us be very careful. We are very hungry. We are dying. Why bringing this? Are there no other areas of avenue we can generate this is? So that is the question. And people are saying it. Bitumen, gold, silver, oil, everything, gas flaring. Why not try to see a way of, So the president I consider as very intelligent somebody. This one he brought in now. this task at this time. At this time, it's not timely. The time is ill time. It's ill time. That's my own. Not that you may not bring it. You bring it when we have become human beings. We're not human beings. We are just managing to exist. We're just existing. Do you understand? He should know that himself. And 2 weeks ago, when he said that, yes, he has subpoenaed that he has given all segments of the society to come and examine and re-examine it, do this thing. I was happy. I said, good. Have you seen now that our president is listed president? Isn't that what I said here? But now for him to make this categorical statement that he cannot subpoena or he not regret, I fear him. The person I've been supporting before. I fear that statement. That's I tell you.
All right, thank you so much, Tete.
Thank you
We
very much.
appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Yes. I'm yet to be.
All right. All right, sir. Good morning.
Gentleman,
Mike, how are you doing, sir?
excellently well, and you?
Yeah, fine. This morning.
Greetings to our viewers across the globe.
Yeah, viewers across the globe. Greetings to everybody. Now, I will start with the comments of Udeze Chima on the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, saying that he has no regret supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Of course, you know who politicians are. I did that for his own interest after he was denied ticket in the People's Democratic Party during the 2023 presidential election. Now, Udeze Chima is saying making Wike a vice president is like putting hot charcoal on someone's head. Is that true?
From my end, but I think it's absolutely true.
A working minister?
Going by the kind of person he has portrayed himself to be over the years. And I think that was why even Atiku avoided him coming on board as his running mate during the campaigns and all of that. So I agree absolutely with him on a personal ground that somebody that is a bit power drunk, I want to say, is power drunk and is sometimes excessive in his approach to things and all of that. So nobody wants to be comfortable with such a person as a deputy or as a vice. So I agree absolutely with him.
I agree absolutely with him. But people are waiting for the end of Ashwad Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Wike as regards their relationship. Where will it end?
I am not a soothsayer. I may not be able to be categorical as to how it will end, but I know for now they're having a good time. We must admit.
For now,
yesterday was with him. I think yesterday was with the president with his family, with his 2 boys and all of that. And I think they're having a nice time. Now we don't know of tomorrow. We can't tell what could happen to that relationship as time goes by. But from what we have seen in the past, it may not be rosy for too long.
It will not be rosy for too long. Wow, that's a great one. Can the issue now die down? The issue that is trending in the country, both in Nigeria and Niger. The NSA, Malam Ribadu, has come out to clarify issues that there's no foreign military base in Nigeria. And Nigeria will continue to maintain diplomatic relationship with the likes of UK, US, France, Russia, and other countries. Can Abdurrahman, calm down? Can he calm down now?
He has every reason to be apprehensive, as some of the speakers have said. If my perceived enemy is having a romance with my neighbor, I should be worried. And I think that's what is going on.
He should be worried, but they have pulled out of ECOWAS, right?
That's the point. I pulled out of ECOWAS. I'm having a new bride in Russia or thereabouts. Then France. I've asked France to leave my country. Then France is having fine. We have always had a relationship with France. Even before now, we don't have any diplomatic issue with France, and probably is now seeing it to be more stronger and all of that. And so he has every reason to be worried. And if he is categorical in his allegation as to how France has been instrumental to funding some terrorist group and all of that, I think we shouldn't just waive that. If somebody is at that level
I want to believe that they understand exactly what they are talking about. And I think we should not just think he's playing to the gallery. For him, he also have every right to make move to protect his country. He has that right. He's free to escalate the matter probably to UN, United Nations, or at any other higher level to address, to make his position known. As to what Ribadu said, Michael, that we don't have intention to give any part of our country to any foreign base and all of that. I think we believe him. That's the National Security Advisor to Mr. President, and he has been make that categorical statement as to our position as a nation as regards having lands used for military bases and all of that. So we believe him until anything contrary comes up.
Don't you think with this level of allegation and accusation by Ramani, Nigeria is a target?
Sorry, I didn't get. I
Don't you
didn't
think
get.
Nigeria is a target with the level of allegation and accusation by Abdul Rahman?
Well, I don't know. Understand the target that you mean. He has alleged. It's left for us to probably prove our innocence or ignore what he has said. But as I said earlier, he is free to also make moves as to checkmate whatever perceived relationship we are having with France that might be detrimental to his country. He's the leader of the country as we speak, even though he came in through the barrel of gun and all of that. But he has every right to also make moves to ensure that the perceived threat is contained.
And don't you think it's advisable the president at this point in time tread carefully?
Trading carefully is relative. All this game is about interests. Whatever move you see from any country is about interests. We have always seen in Niger as we have always been a big brother to Niger and all of that. We pride ourselves as big brother to Niger Republic until the current leadership comes on board and all of that, leading to them pulling out of ECOWAS and sending France packing out of their country. It's about interests. Whatever game you see, whatever move you see, is about individual interests as a nation. It's about what I feel, where I feel my interests can be best protected, and I think that's what every country does.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Many times, I do play.
So much.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. How you
Morning.
doing?
Fine.
Okay, lower one, you can come closer as well. How you doing, sir? So
So
how do
good.
you feel about Wike's statement? I have no regrets supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
By Wike.
Yeah,
Well,
Wike, I love that.
Yeah, Wike, let me just tell us, let us say the truth. Wike, he has the regret because what is coming out from the president, let me say, under the regime now, is not what he's expecting. So, in using it to be having courage, say, I have not regret to supporting Ahmed Tinubu. Because they want to use it as vice president. He said don't want to take vice president under PDP. He said don't need vice president. Now what he take now, minister. Say now he have not regret to support Ahmed Tinubu. He have already regret. We don't want to say the truth. Yes,
How?
we don't want to say the truth.
He is a person that is enjoying
Because
service.
what is going on under the regime now, Wike cannot talk. Instead, he will find way to cover up. He's find way to cover up. A lot of people are kicking against him. If they're the APC that he is, they're kicking against him. Is it the PDP? They're kicking against him. Now it is only one man stand. One man squad. So you have no regret to support Ahmed Tinubu. What is the achievement have they bring to the nation? Look at what is going on. Okay, Nigeria is the leader of ECOWAS, the president of ECOWAS nations. Now, how Nigeria is things moving well in Nigeria? Have the president organized things to move well in Nigeria? Is it the ECOWAS nation, he will make things to move well. It is the way the president move. Then what make all that 3 nations of Africa pull out from ECOWAS, say they want to stay their own. And now you are inviting foreigner to come and stand, to be a backbone. Mr. Mike, when Mr. President is going, if time did not take, he will use his hand tear this nation. Inviting other nations, if it is true, that is inviting France to come and build their military base in Nigeria. Mr. Mike, that is bringing division in Nigeria. That is what will tear Nigeria. Because these people you are inviting, they are finding way to pieces Nigeria. Is it US? Invite them. Tinubu, go ahead. Invite them and watch. See what they will do. They will tell you they will help you, but helping you is to pieces Nigeria.
Is it true that helping Nigeria is to destabilize Nigeria?
See, God will bless you for that person. See, when you say France don't have the capacity of helping anybody anymore. See, their time has come and gone. Yesterday and today, it's not the same thing. You understand? Many African countries that speak French, when French colonial, they don't even want France anymore. Look at those 3 nations now. Those 3 nations that military take over there, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. You see, they have their own freedom now. It's like France caged most of those countries. If you see, I was in Lomé, I was in Cote d'Ivoire. See, in case they don't have productivity like those West Africa countries that they want that British colonial. You see, France has been intimidating them for a long. So now bringing France here, it doesn't bring any reasonable resolution. You see, we have a problem. The president should do reality, should do what's good for Nigeria. Nigeria is big to handle their whole problem by themselves. So when Abacha was here, Abacha never go anywhere. 5 years we did, nobody enter, nobody agree who get liver to tempt us. See that time Bakassi go carry Cameroon go carry flag for Bakassi say na the data. Abacha send soldier go there, go put barrack there. See, if they cough, France don't fit cough. That is a leader. Not be leader who will say no have capacity. You want to be friend to everybody. Start to thief money. It's a part of thieving money. Carry people who say they never even give their own people peace. You want to bring them to here. I don't believe in that language. So let us do things in our own way, in a truthful way, because the present administrative, I can never believe they don't have the reality to govern Nigeria. They are just propaganda. Every day they tell you a story, and the story never comes to pass. Now we are going to another year now, and nothing is working that everybody is enjoying as a citizen of Nigeria. Everybody just see everywhere. Everybody just walk out, like say, you understand? First time in the history of Nigeria, Christmas, the people die, because they are looking for food. See, that is a bad omen to the president. The president is not popular. They just use the power of emotion or everything like we call of them. See, they know their days are numbered. Nigeria is not like this. I see a bag of rice, they say 150,000. Chicken, 35,000. For what? Where are we going? Are we moving from Nigeria to another country? Or maybe they want to take us as a 100 class citizen. All of us are Nigeria, but nobody like this in the room Nigeria. It's a failed state under the leadership of progressive Congress. All these one are Jaye people. When Obasanjo they talk about yesterday, we don't believe Obasanjo. This Obasanjo was fighting a whole selfish interest. He doesn't know that Obasanjo was really fighting the reality of Nigeria. He said, see that man when they say for Lagos State, he said, now Jaye, if you give up power, I go chop everything. And now see what is happening. He don't president now, only get almost 100 hectares past American president. All of them they chop. What are pass our own? You don't care. You don't care for Nigeria. If you care for Nigeria, there must be a limit to this situation, this hardship. Nigeria, this is God is not happy. The gods are not happy. The human beings are not happy. Everybody is not happy. Only few of them for as long as they are, and they are no more than Nigeria. So I can tell you that the spirit will catch up with them, except there is a change of attitude, change of policy, change of attitude. Can you imagine $1 going to say 1,000 plus? I want country live. It's impossible.
All right, thank you so much, Oluwawan. Before
bless
before
you.
you go, you need to appreciate Mr.
Yeah,
Daniel in
Mr.
France.
Daniel in France. You hear the words yesterday. God will bless you. God will bless you more and more abundant. You can never lack in your life. In Jesus' name.
And Mrs. Enoma,
Yeah,
Mr. Ben, need to
yeah,
appreciate.
yeah,
I've,
yeah.
I've
God will bless
given you
you.
your money.
Yeah, God will bless you. God will bless
I
all of
seized
you
it
more abundantly. Yeah, you know, some call that was a different attitude that day. Because we don't have, because we are all Nigeria. We will say, so I'm going to do something. But thank you for all your custom. God will continue to bless you. In
All right.
Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oko Kondem. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Mark,
You're
my
welcome.
host.
You're welcome once again.
Yeah, I am Mr. Prateni Okokondem in this called Republic of Biafra. Lead by Mazin Namdekalo Simon by in Biafran government. I thank for that Yahweh on behalf of all of our fast, how you keep them alive in good health and blessing. I thank God Almighty on behalf of Mazin Namdekalo, the life He gave to him, Mazin Simon the life He gave to him, and the progress of Biafran government. I thank God Almighty even for this little piece of air. We are breathing in this part of Nigeria, not all the part of Nigeria. Father, be praised, be magnified in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I thank God Almighty, even France, not France, Finland, that is digging deep root, down root, to find out the truth between Nigeria, Biafra, and Samoa. Father, be praised, be magnified in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
All right, before I continue with you, Kondem, I can see a message here by Global Initiative for Human Rights. I need Lucky, I don't know the Lagos phone number. Okay, if you need any number, there is a number in the comment section to call. There's a number in the comment section. You can see it has been pinned there. Check out that number. Chat me on WhatsApp. I'll drop his contact with you. Thank you so much. Oko Kondem.
Yeah.
He has said it all, the National Security Advisor, Ribadu. And what did he say this time around? The statements of the Nigerian president, Abdurrahmani, is baseless, not credible enough. There's no foreign military base in Nigeria. That's what he said. And Nigeria is not abhorring Lakurawa terror group.
If Nigeria is not harboring Lakurawa terrorist group, then how do Nigeria know that they are in Nigeria and they are terrorist group according to pronunciation of Nigerian government that time? And since that time they pronounce it, have they drove them away out of Nigeria? That's the number one
They have
question.
been moved. They have been moved from that.
If they have been moved for that, where do they have their base to go and block Niger pipeline? Are they in Niger? Have base in Niger to bomb Niger pipeline, or are they in Benin to bomb Niger pipeline, or are they based in Nigeria to bomb Niger pipeline? That's the question. Ribadu, please can you answer me? You understand what I'm saying? Not that they did not base in Nigeria verbally, and underground indirectly they base in Nigeria. Okay, if you drove them out of Nigeria, since you have recognized that they are in Nigeria, where do you drive them to? What area? Or do you drive them away from Sokoto? They come to base in Zamfara. You drove them away in Zamfara. They came to Kebbi. It's nothing driven away. Is that those areas still not Nigerian soil? Okay, you drove them away from these three states. They went to Katsina. Is the same Katsina not Nigerian land? Eh? If you drove them away from Medugri, they go to Gombe. Gombe is still Nigerian land. And this Lakurawa, who brought them in? The same Nigeria. Because I listened to the interview of Defense Headquarters. They said when these people came in, they were friendly. They were friendly. They later turned around.
When these people came in, not when these terrorists came in.
When these terrorists came in, Lakurawa came in, they were friendly. Then how can the terrorists and bandits come in and become friendly to your nation? Let us think. And this will prove to you, if Niger will come out and be crying that Nigeria is harboring terrorists, then Fulani herdsmen, where do they come from? Because everybody, both Nigerian government, they said that these people immigrate from neighboring country, and now neighboring country are taking to give cover up. I say you yourself are harboring them. Then where do they come from? Eh? They come from Libya, come from where? And you know that these people are coming, and you still welcome them, allow them to have settled for the first time. Why can't you drop them away immediately? Whatever accusation any neighboring nation accuse Nigeria of terrorism harboring, whether those people are right or wrong, they are right. Because of Nigerian attitude towards terrorism. Because Nigerian attitude toward armed bandits. You understand? Look at all the whole people. Nigerians were against killing them are innocent people. But the real terrorists, Nigeria are not pursuing them. Nigeria is not going after them. How can you say Boko Haram? You integrated them into society. What do you think that they will be? You call Boko Haram. You say because they are repented Boko Haram, you build them up, do everything, and reintegrate them into the society, so that them to give them jail time, so that they will learn a lesson. The one supposed to be executed, you execute them because they kill human being. But you go to East, innocent people has nothing to do. You go to their house, you go to church, killing people. Which you yourself are part of terrorists, and that's why you're supporting terrorists. Ribadu, I'm telling you honestly, dig deep root. Neither France have already come on the way coming. And neither France have already come or they're on the way coming. You can there's no way France did not have connection to build military base in Nigeria. I'll give you an example.
But they said they refused US request, even UK as well.
They refused US request, and UK was the time when people that has integrity were ruling Nigeria. People like Obasanjo. I'm not saying that Obasanjo is an angel. All of them are corrupt. But in certain stage, you cannot take Obasanjo administration, Jonathan administration to combat Tinubu and Buhari administration.
So what they're trying to say is that whether we like it or not, there is France military presence in Nigeria.
If they are not official, they have machineries that are come underground. If it's not official, you do see France
fight terrorism.
Which terrorism are they fighting? Well, in the same Medugri, they're accusing them they are. It was the same Medugri that Boko Haram and other terrorists used drone against Nigerian military bases. Then why is terrorism they are fighting? They will fight terrorism for you, and they fought in Mali.
But is it bad to have a military base in the country?
Eh?
Is it bad?
To have
Is there anything wrong is there anything wrong having the military base?
France military base in the country.
Any country.
In any country.
Okay. France, per se.
You see, say any country to have military base in your country, then why do you have military? If other country will have to come to your country, they will come to your country and build their military base. Then why do you have military base? Why do you have military? You better dissolve your military and hire them to come and protect you. That's not the paying them money for nothing. They're not only the recruiting men, giving them uniform for nothing. The Nigerian army presence is useless if they will go employ another military people to come. This is why the late Victor Malu resists. That Nigerian army is capable. During Obasanjo regime, during that regime, people resist, and because these people are competent or little competent in their ruling, they have to send America away, the whole America. They say no. Now, France was in Mali. Then insurgents are creeping Mali down before the military man took over. And what did they took over? They saw France government, France arms, supplying arms to the bandits they said they are fighting against. Supplying them food with a helicopter. Camera carried, they caught them. France military helicopter dropping arms and food to the insurgents that you are saying you are fighting against them. To destabilize the government, the civil government, we are fighting for you, and arming these people, the destabilize government, so that they can be able to be extracting the mineral resources of that nation freely. That is checkmating. Okay, Emmanuel Macron, there was a French businessman that we are in gold business, I think in Mali or Burkina Faso. We are in gold business. Mandin has a mining company. Yeah. He was with Emmanuel Macron. They were talking and sharing views. And the same man was in the midst of the insurgents that this one said he's fighting. The same man we saw with the Boko Haram in Nigeria. The same man, double head. Okay, when Libya government to fall, when Gaddafi fall, France recognized the government. They said it was legitimate government in Libya. Then France sent mercenary again to be training people, fighting the legitimate government they are supporting. Until finally, those mercenaries were killed. They discovered that it's France. They asked France what is going on. Because you cannot go be a mercenary to another country without their government standing for you.
So what should the president do at this point in time? What should he do? What advice would you give to the president?
The president, Nigeria President Ahmed Tinubu, I say if he decide, you cannot advise him.
Well, his spokespersons have been talking.
They can talk, but if Tinubu decide that make up his mind that France will be in Nigeria, will be in Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much.
If the Tinubu, because if you want all the Tinubu movement is France, medical checkup, business trip, whatever trip, our places, everything, France.
So is it bad having a bilateral relationship?
I'm not talking about bilateral, I'm talking about personal interest now. Tinubu has personal interest on France. This is why he's kicking. If you watch it, British is losing his stand in Nigeria. France is taking up this that Tinubu entered. So whether I like it or not, if Tinubu can find his way to be a president, Tinubu can still find his way to do what? To allow France to be, if France will be. Tinubu is a man who cannot beat his ideology. Whether it's good or wrong, he cannot beat him.
All right, thank you so much, Okokundem. I really appreciate you for coming on board this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Okokundem. All right, we have Mr. Olagide, Mr. Olagide and Mr. Play at this time this morning. Can we come closer? Yes. Mr. Play. All right, I was asking Okokundem a question that is about having a military base in the country, a foreign military base in the country, and if eventually we now have France military presence in Nigeria, would there be any implication? And what positive effects do you think it will have on us?
I have mixed feeling on that. I have mixed reaction to that, mixed answer to that question.
Okay.
There could be sense in having a military base, a foreign military base in the country. If the intention is to come and train your military men, give them modern, expertise on how military warfare, military activities carried out now. If the intention is to, because instead of come and just have a temporary base that will facilitate training, give them logistics, support, armament, equipping your base, your military base. If that is the intention of that military base in your country, that is to raise and equip, and train and make your military formation to be up to the standard as required to meet your security needs, I will not advise against having a military base in the country. Yes. If it's only for temporary basis of, like I said, training, equipping, giving advice, it's like when Nigerian military were the one controlling Liberia when Samedo were defeated. There was no more government. The military has been bastardized. ECOWAS, under the leadership of Nigeria, went there with our military experts and everything and build up Liberian military back to normalcy. The same thing happened in Iraq when Saddam Hussein was defeated. America's, I'm giving instances of what happened. I'm just talking about Liberia now. When Liberia were in 2000, when there was no more government and Samedo had been defeated, Chancellor and the rest, ECOWAS went there under the leadership of Nigeria with Nigerian military expertise and rebuilt the Liberian military onto what it is today. And the same thing happened in Iraq when Saddam Hussein was defeated. The whole country was in turmoil. No more formation of military sources. American military went to Iraq. You know how many years he stood there. It was Barack Obama that pulled them out finally when at the last tenure of his service after George Bush. So they went there, they rebuilt Iraqi military formation institution and handed it over them to the new Iraqi government that was installed. So on that basis of military, foreign military coming as to serve as interventionist in training, in building up, because everybody needs to village, everybody needs build up, new assistance come. I don't oppose military, foreign military base in the country, in Nigeria, if that is possible. But on the other hand, if it's to be established permanently, I doubt the sincerity of that.
If it's to be established
permanently, like we have in South Korea, that's the military, the US military base in South Korea, in Cuba, I think in Japan, in Germany. I think America has about 7 or so military bases all over the world. Those are permanent military bases, like information. So I don't agree with that, because anytime a government of the day wants to take an action that wants to stand against the interests of the foreign countries of that region, they can instigate. They already have a force of question in your country, not loyal to the president, commander in chief, but loyal to the president, commander in chief of foreign country, which they can also give instructions to work against the interest of the state.
I'm coming to you. Your take on this, Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think what we are discussing on this morning is not a new thing. We could remember during the advent of the Boko Haram, the American came down that they want to set up their military base. Even it was the Nigeria that invited them, that they should come and help us how to combat this Boko Haram.
That was
Jonathan era. And when they landed, what are the master plan you have on ground? What are your troop master plan? There was nothing to, and they were telling the government in power then that they don't need to even carry more arms or carry anything to attack. It's just they sniff them. They have the mechanism that they can sniff all those Boko Haram where they are, and maybe some of them will just maybe pass on through there, or what I'm saying, the opportunity we had then, the government in power misused it, just to correct the abnormality of what the man that left here said, that under Jonathan, there was military base that the American wanted to, put on ground in Borno there, but there was no plan on ground for them to know where the direction that they will embark on. So to me, for the France to have a military base in Nigeria, I think it's a welcome development, because as it is now, the enemies that France did not take as enemy and they created themselves as enemy, which are the Chad, Niger, they should probe them very well. Where are these Boko Haram? Where did they migrated from? Let's ask questions, because they were coming from the Sahara Desert, the Sahel. And what happened? They went to fight a battle to support Gaddafi. But when the Western country conquered Gaddafi, there was no hiding space for them, and they started trooping anywhere. They saw a fertile land in Nigeria. And that was prior to the elections too. I think there are some things we can't say on the media.
Please, can I quickly ask you this question? Come closer. Having, even due to Mr. Olagide, now having France military presence in Nigeria, or military base in Nigeria, and considering the fact that the same France is having feud with certain countries like Mali, Niger, Now, of what good do you think their presence will be to Nigeria? Don't you think it will create more crisis? Because they are in enmity with this same France. Nigeria is trying to harbor in his country, or in our country.
Look at when Putin when there was crisis in Chad or Niger or one of those countries, Britain came in to support Mali. Britain came in to have the backup support for them. Nobody's complaining there. And when there's crisis in Nigeria now, who is going to be our highlight? Who is going to be a friendly highlight we have? Like America has their problem. We cannot start going to Trump now because Trump himself, there's a lot of problem he's facing now. I mean, you look at the Hezbollah and what's it called, the Israeli war. Look at all these, Palestinian issues. So he has a lot on his mind. So who else can we call on? Macron, for God's sake. Macron. Anybody that doesn't know Macron should go, and the relationship Macron has with Nigeria is gone behind. It's gone far. A lot of people don't know. They just thinking that the relationship started today. Macron's father has been Aboriginal. I can say maybe Aboriginal Nigerian, or maybe if you're talking of his second country, it's Nigeria, Alliance Française. Then Macron was young then. So what are we now saying? And when Tinubu now see the collaboration of defensive, the level for Nigeria, I will embrace it. If nobody on earth that will not embrace that opportunity, because as I said, France has the second best air radar on earth, on the whole world, after Jews, after the Israelis. So we need the France radars to be able to capture those Boko Haram. Nevertheless, and let's give kudos to the DSS man in charge now, Tosin. That man is doing a great job. There was a time he colluded those two, Lakurawa on all these things. They collude them together. Confusion, breakdown. It's AR, man. Artificial intelligence is what we need in this country. It's not just by bullet every time. It's not just by weapon. Use your artificial intelligence just to operate and get where these people are and clamp down on them. But the problem now is, Mike, I can tell you wholeheartedly, the advent of the problem we are having today started from a governor in that same Borno state, in which he used those guys for political reason and he abandoned them. And those guys turned to terrorists. And even when President Obasanjo went in just to quench those activities of those guys, immediately Baba left their cave. They killed their leader. And till today, bro, there are still people sponsoring Lakurawa. Because what I see in Malami, you remember the Malami of this world? The former Attorney General, that he said they have captured some sponsors of this Boko Haram in UAE. And they refused to mention their name. And what next? That followed it, they will have a secret trial. And since that time, we've never seen the faces of the sponsors.
All right, but okay, you want to react?
Yes, no problem. You see, it's unfortunate that the Chad, Niger. Okay, let me talk specifically about Niger. For years to now, may crying foul, or where there's no need for that. Making mole of a hill, making hill of a mountain. You see, Niger, like I said, is a sovereign nation. It does not have the authority to be questioning who we have decided to pitch our tent with to give us military assistance. When we want to form a military alliance. Yes, it's a sovereign nation. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. And I said when the same Niger, after dismissing France, went on to establish relations with Russia, the whole world did not cry foul about it. Nobody raised eyebrow about it. Nigeria did not express threat that you are now going in alliance with Russia now. But now when Russia is even when Nigeria is not trying to x-ray which of the military alliances, assistances, support he can get for his own military to boost his own military and bring it up to the standard. And probably we pick on France. And now there's this news noise all about. Number one, let Niger knows that he has no right to decide who we shall choose to have our military alliance with. That's number one. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. We are free to look if we decide to go and pitch our tent with Afghanistan. If our current personality, the current leadership feel that our best security assistance will be best gotten from so place, they have the right to go and do that. Number two, these same people that Niger and co are clamoring for, I mean, they are now fighting that we are. Who are they originally? I don't know. Most of them are not Fulani. They are originally most of them are Fulani. Fulani of Niger, Fulani of Chad, of Mali, of Burkina Faso, of the same ethnic stock with Nigerian Fulani in Nigeria. And don't forget that every Nonana who has ruled this country, Mr. Man, let me tell you this truth. They have their allegiance and loyalty to their tribe of these other countries than to we who are fellow citizens with them. A Fulani man of Nigeria has his allegiance, has his loyalty, his trust, his confidence more in Fulani of Niger Republic, in Mali, in Chad, than you, a Yoruba and Igbo man who is a fellow Nigerian to him. And our president even demonstrated that to the highest extreme, to the highest level of neglecting in the part of Nigeria where a railway line has not gone into, and choose to construct a rail line to Maradi in Niger Republic, showing clearly that look, he said this openly. He said there's excuse me please, I have your time please. Let me have my time please. You have your ground. I don't want to lose track on the point I'm trying to raise. Yes, our president clearly told us that there is tribesmen, there is men, they are of the same stock, and he did not hide it. He even opened Nigerian models to all Fulanis all over Africa to come to Nigeria, and they questioned him. He said they should be giving them visa at the port of entry. We all knew how Fulani men become a rampaging all across the country during his tenure, killing all across the country, all trying to get them settled in every part of the community of Nigeria in the name of Ruga, which was resisted by people because the people knew it's an agenda of trying to subdue. Even our former head of state said it openly, Fulanization agenda. So these people are the architects of this problem. They identify these people as a tribesmen whom they are in love with, and they believe in them more than we, the fellow Nigerians who are Nigerian, Yoruba, Igbo also, and they are always aligned with them. So they bring them in, they liaise with them, they bring them in to probably for political interest. But now, having stayed there, they have turned a snare onto them now. They should be blamed for it. Is it Igbos that are causing insecurity in another country? Is it Yoruba? Is it the Hausa Fulani stock of other nations that come to the northern part? They're not causing insecurity for them. And who bring them in? They are same people who are Nigerian nationalists, who are allegiance, who have presence. So let them not be Nigerian entity as one abolished Lakurawa. Lakurawa were that the people that was brought by fellow Nigerians who are another extraction of the same identity of the ideology of the same tribe with these people of other countries, who bring them in, who among them, who embrace them, and now they have turned a snare onto them. It's not Yoruba that is constituting a threat to the north. It's not Igbo Nigerian. It's not Yoruba Nigerian. It's not It's not Ijaw Nigerian. It's also Fulani Nigerian that constitute threat to the northern region of the country, and who facilitated them the same Nigerian Hausa Fulani of this country who brought those people in. So let them face their battle. Okay. What they use their hand to bring to their land, to the region, and solve it. It is not Nigerian that harbored them. So they were the one that harbored terrorists, people of their.
Okay. There's a question from Mr. Kunle. By Ojese Chima. Mr. Kunle, do you know that without, he said, Mr. Kunle, do you know that without Niger that are eliminating Boko Haram from their front, Boko Haram would have ravaged the northern region? Their president even died in the war front.
Yeah, the president
died
in the let me talk this. Now, what I can say, the president of that time you're saying is not the president of the country that have fully alliance with his brother. Then you remember that when there was this issues of X-Men, and ravaging all the farms of the Southerners here, one of those actors, in which is still a governor till today, came out that these people, they are one of them, that belongs to that family, right? And they cannot do anything for them. And why I got so bitter, right, was these people were carrying AK-47. I'm talking of Fulani S-men that were ravaging all the, farms, farmyards we have, farm settlements, and a governor boldly came out. So that's why I said we should detach Niger-Chad's issues with the problem, the non-state actors we having in Nigeria here that is fueling this insecurity. And I just mentioned what Malami told us. If it was a Southerner that said that, if it was Tinubu that said that they have discovered some of the agitators in the south here, and their name will be listed, and will give them a trial, all eyes will have been on Tinubu. That, okay, where are those boys? Where are those guys you said you've captured?
Now on the issue of whether we should allow foreign military presence in Nigeria or not. This Chima is still saying something here. And what is he saying? So you think all the Francophone countries are stupid to be pushing for the exit of France from their countries? You guys are funny.
Okay, see, what happens is this. See, Francophone countries over the years have been a subservient to France domination. They have been brainwashed by France over the years. But the France have been using them so much until they come to the realization that, look, we can't continue to be under this kind of arrangement whereby France, they don't have a CBN of their own country. Their CBN is in France. The largest percentage of their foreign earnings is domiciled in France. They only release maybe working capital for your country. Can you imagine that? So they've been over the years let me use the word influenced by France. They have been hoodwinked by France. They have been captured by France, and France have been dominating over them. And it is now, thank God, if they are now realizing the fact that, look, we can't continue to be under this kind of tutelage, or under this kind of dominion of all this hardship. And they are now waking up, and constantly, I'm guessing by what is good for them, that's good for them. But they shouldn't blame anybody for that. They've been I don't use some words for them. They've been allowed them to have stayed too long under France, domineering influence. They have come away with it, and they have seen that is not good for them. They have come up, but that does not mean that if they are now liberating themselves from France, they should not tag any other person that want to develop a friendly relationship with France as enemy. They can't be suspecting us as, yes, we have as long as with France now. Anybody's now having a friendship with France should not be tagged as enemy. They should not be. They should suspect us. Well, if they have an issue with us with France, if they are not realizing that they've been used by France over the years, and they are coming out of this, and they're carrying war or liberation against France, good. I thank them. I thank God for them. But those who are also found friendship in France should not be supposed to mean evil, to mean harm. No, we should allow us, just as they are no longer having friendship with France, those want to develop new friendship with France, to be left alone to do that. If Nigeria is seeing France as a good friendly country that should be going to friendship with, Israel country should stop suspecting Nigerians. They are becoming friends to the enemy. They are enemy to him. France is not enemy to us. Of course, now must we be pick our own friendship on their own terms? No, our friendship can be determined on our own terms.
On our own terms. You want to react to what?
Yeah, all these people, Chad, Niger, and the others, rest of them, what economic value do they have? That's number one. Look at the other Francophone colony. You look at Benin, you look at Cameroon, you look at, I think it's Senegal too. I think Senegal is one of them. And look at the remainings. They are all doing well. But they tend to be a Boko Haram, create a Boko Haram cave for them, create insecurity for themselves. And they are not crying loud. That doesn't mean France they don't have ally. I'm talking of the real ally. Yeah, in which Cote d'Ivoire was among. And let's go back to the Nations Cup, the Cote d'Ivoire. When you're talking of organization, you know, I can tell you the most expenditure that went on that, you know, was sponsored by Total, which is France-owned oil company. And I can tell you today, if you enter Cote d'Ivoire today, and you have your laissez-passer, and you are fortunate to be born in, it's a straight flight journey to France. So they are helping their city. But when somebody is in Nigeria here, I'm telling you, France or this, what has the British, what has they done for you here? When you compare how the British colonies, how they treated us, and how France is treating its colonies now, I mean, there is a big difference. I don't know what Nigeria still wants.
Now, then Frank C. also in the comment section telling us that nothing good will come out from France coming to Nigeria in the name of help. And believe me, that France are coming to Nigeria for their own interests. Mr. Kunle.
All right.
Now, Akim Adesina is coming. What is happening in Nigeria is beyond the imagination of ordinary Nigerians. The more you look, the less you see. We should all think more. All countries are aligning for what is yet to come.
See, what I'm trying to say is this: as far as that statement is concerned, I don't agree with it. That France is just coming for. See, Nigeria, before you develop any relationship with any country, there must be a definite terms of what your interest lies is all about. Yeah, Trump last election that he lost, not the one he won now, was saying America first, America first, America first, America first. That means before I enter into any discussion with you, I first put on ground what will be American interest, what will be American gains from that alliance, from that direction I have to go with you. Nigeria too should also develop that. Nigeria should have what is Nigerian aims and objectives, what is Nigerian interest in anything they want to do, what is the baseline of our foreign policies, foreign initiative, foreign alliances, foreign, everything you want to go into with anybody relationship. Nigerian interest should be the baseline definition of it. What will Nigeria gain from this alliance? We want to form military alliance with France. What is our fundamental Nigerian interest? What do we stand to gain? That should be the defining factor of the relationship. That when we are meeting, we are putting forward, our military base, maybe army, our armor tank is old. What kind of assistance can you give to us in terms of provision of our military equipment, training, grants, all those things? Those are should be the matter in the front line on the list that Nigeria should put forward with France, so that France will know that these are people coming for demand, not they are offering their country for us to come and just. Once France see the endless long list of what we want from them, then they know that these people know they want what they are doing. So I will not agree with anybody who says that nothing can come out of France. It depends on who our military advisors, our experts are. If they put Nigerian demand, Nigerian interest on in the front line, and put it front, now France sees that what these people are demanding for is a list of demand. It will be in our interest. But wherever we have nothing on the table as our interest, then maybe I may agree with him that it may be negative.
Pardon me, Mike. The advantage you can still get from France, which is very even vital economically, is the advantage of our aerospace, of our aviations. According to the statistics now, France still have the second best, if not the best, aircraft. So we can still get that advantage. Where Nigeria doesn't have any airline now, as we're talking of. The one the national carrier we don't have. I know when we were young then, where they used to fly us. No, even here Africa, we don't fly here Nigerian Airways. Nigerian Airways was good then, but at the same time, you can't compare it to here Africa that comprises of these francophone regions. They build up their own airspace and airline. And I can say for the aviation industry, the France can come in and do the needful for us. What we have been looking for since, as we were talking, that Nigeria doesn't have any airline. Can you imagine? The whole country, we don't have any Nigerian carrier, national carrier. Yeah. We don't have any national carrier. And is it not a shame for a country of, you see, me, I'm just tired. Let everybody sit down and see that decentralization as an option. Yes, we all work at our maximum rate.
Yes.
And
develop at your own pace. Grow at your own.
I mean, that's the solution. We keep talking. I know solution.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
It's a
I must
pleasure.
confess, I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed your contribution on the program this morning. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, happy weekend. All right, viewers all over the world, we appreciate you for joining us this morning on City Stand. We'll be here on Monday for another exciting and interesting edition of City Stand. I remain Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program. In the comment section, Darren Jones, Jose Chima, Derek, S. Bright, All is Well, Frank, Edwin Eze, Peter Makolo, Cosmos, Amwals, Global Initiatives, William Okameme, Onyekachi Uche, Gladys Oyabo, T, Adije Longe, and the likes. We appreciate all of you that commented in the comment section. We really appreciate your opinions. We will be here on Monday, like I said earlier on. Please do us a favor by commenting after the live broadcast. For those that will be watching the program after this live broadcast, you are free to comment your opinion, to share your opinions in the comment section. Also share the videos, tell people about City Stand. Michael Adekule is saying, stay safe and have a nice weekend. Bye everyone. One love.